Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our class novel. Now, in the last 2 days, we have read part one of Topsy and Tim Visit London, and the second day, yesterday, we read part two of Topsy and Tim Visit London. So, if you haven't listened to the story for the last 2 days, please go back and listen to the story of Topsy and Tim Visit London. We found lots of exciting things, and I think they had a blast in London. So, I thought, well, it's a bit unfair that Topsy and Tim got to visit London and we didn't. And since our project is about London, I think that we should go on a tour ourselves. So, for this class novel session, I have found a video and somebody is going to take us on a tour around London. Now, this person's called Gecko, okay? And he is going to take us for a ride on a special vehicle. Very exciting to see it. And he's going to show us lots of different places in London that are very important. Keep your ears open for these important places because we might learn some of these in our project. And I hope you enjoy your trip to London. Let me just share. Need new share. I'll pop the sound on. Let's go.
Hello everyone! I'm here in London with this special double-decker tour bus. But it looks like something's missing from this bus. Wow! Look at that! There's no roof on this bus. I can see everything up here. There's loads of tall buildings to see in London, and because there's no silly roof in the way, you can see right up to the sky. Every year, around 1 million people from all over the world come to London and take a sightseeing tour with the original tour company. Each bus has its own tour guide who teaches the passengers all about special places in London and about the history of this amazing city. Today, we're going to go on a London sightseeing tour of our own.
Come on, Gecko, hop aboard!
Glenn is the driver of this bus, and he makes sure he drives as smoothly as possible around the London streets.
Right, Gecko, would you like a job?
Ooh, what sort of job?
We need a tour guide.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am your tour guide for today, and together we're going to visit the amazing sights of London. London is the capital city of the United Kingdom, and the city grew around the river that goes right through the middle of it. This river is called the River Thames, and today our bus is going to cross the river on some famous bridges. Ooh, look at this amazing palace. It looks a bit like my house, but my garage is a bit bigger. This is Buckingham Palace. Does anybody know who lives here?
I think we do.
I'll give you a clue. Her name is Elizabeth, and she's been the ruler of England for over 60 years. It's my old friend, the Queen of England. Let's go and have a cup of tea. Hello, we're here to see the Queen. Hello? Queen? Queen? don't think she's in. Queen! Never mind. Let's visit our next London location. Wow! This is probably the most famous clock in the world. This is Big Ben, and it's been bonging and telling the time for over 150 years. It's actually the bell inside the clock tower that's called Big Ben. The clock tower itself is called the Elizabeth Tower, named after my friend, Queen Elizabeth. Just next door to Big Ben are the Houses of Parliament. They're some of the most important buildings in the United Kingdom. It's where the main decisions are made on how to run the country. Wow, I just love being able to see everything from this open-top tour bus. I'm just glad it isn't raining though. What's this? It looks like a giant fairground ride. This is called the London Eye, and it's one of the biggest observation wheels in the world. It goes around very slowly, but that's so you can get a proper view of everything around you. We're about to go over a very famous bridge. You've probably heard a song about it. I hope the song doesn't come true. It goes something like this. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Build it up with silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Build it up with silver and gold, my fair lady. Phew, we made it. We're now on our way towards the tallest building, not just in London, but in the whole of Western Europe. Wow! It looks like it's touching the sky. That must be why they call it a skyscraper. The Shard has 95 floors, and there are 44 super fast lifts inside, some of which are double-decker, a bit like this bus. Here's one more bridge. This one's called Tower Bridge, and it has 2 towers at each side. Amazingly, the middle part of the bridge can be lifted to allow ships to pass underneath. And here's the Tower of London. Lots of prisoners have been kept at the tower through history. There's no prisoners in there now, but this is where the crown jewels are kept. These are the very precious jewels that the Queen wears on special occasions. Now it's back along the embankment towards Westminster. We turn right at the Houses of Parliament and come past Downing Street, which is where another one of my friends lives, the Prime Minister. Let's pop in and say hello. I think they live around here somewhere. This is the one. Number 10 Downing Street. Prime Minister! Primey! Prime Minister! Oh dear, they must be out as well. I guess they must be very busy running the country. Oh well, back on the bus. We're now passing Trafalgar Square. The tall statue is called Nelson's Column. It was built to remember the hero, Admiral Horatio Nelson. And this is Piccadilly Circus. Before you get too excited, this isn't a real circus. The name Piccadilly Circus comes from the fact there used to be a big circular roundabout here. What a shame there aren't any clowns, tightrope walkers, or trapeze artists here. Here we are back at base at the end of our tour. I've loved learning all about London today. Do you remember all of the places we've been today on our amazing open-top tour bus? We drove on the bus through London streets, London streets, London streets. We drove on the bus through London streets all day long. The Queen at the palace, she wasn't in, wasn't in, wasn't in. The Queen at the palace, she wasn't in. What a shame! Big Ben in the tower went bong, 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 bong. Big Ben in the tower went bong, bong, bong at 12 o'clock. The pods on the eye go round and round, round and round, round and round. The pods on the eye go round and round all day long. Glenn drove the bus across the bridge, across the bridge, across the bridge. Glenn drove the bus across the bridge in London. We looked in the sky and saw the Shard, saw the Shard, saw the Shard. We looked in the sky and saw the Shard. Wow, it's high! What a great day in London town, London town, London town. What a great day in London town. Thank you, Glenn. Thanks very much to Glenn and all the team at the original tour for taking us around London on their amazing open-top bus. We'll see you again soon. Bye! Mom?
So I hope you enjoyed your London tour. I found that very exciting and there were so many things to see. And I think that we know why the Queen wasn't in Buckingham Palace. Well, we know why she wasn't in, and we could have told Gecko, couldn't we? Do you remember when we was learning about the monarchs and learning about the Queen, and they said that if the flag wasn't up, that meant that she wasn't in? Did you see a flag on top of Buckingham Palace? No. So we knew that she wasn't in because the flag wasn't up. If you spotted that, well done. So I hope you've enjoyed your class novel today. A little bit different, seeing a video about London. Stay tuned for tomorrow's class novel because I've got something very exciting to show you as well. So we will be looking a little bit in more detail about Topsy and Tim visiting London. So stay tuned for tomorrow and I will see you then. Bye.